G'day, how's it going? I'm Beth of the YWAM Perth News team. Thanks for checking us out. Let's get straight into the news. Last week we held the strangely competitive annual general meeting. We hung out as a whole base for 6 rounds of trivia night and held an interactive forum on the true reality of holiness, all in a week's work. But in this episode we're going to focus for a bit longer on YWAM Perth's 500-500 vision. We're going to look at a boating trip gone bad, and we're going to talk to the man who owns the internet. At a meeting in August 1991, the Gilderton Agreement was made, an agreement that would affect YWAM Perth well into the future. It was during this week of meetings that YWAM Perth leadership asked the question, what was God's intentions regarding the number of people for the Perth campus? It was during this time that God spoke the 500-500 vision.
Well, 500-500 vision, what is it? Well, it's basically a vision that we have as YWAM Perth to have 500 staff and 500 students at any one time on the University of the Nations campus here on the base. And it's really a vision that God gave us many years ago as a leadership team when we were asking God about our future and about the University of the Nations, and God very clearly spoke to us that we were to trust Him for 500 staff and 500 students.
Last week, Surf and Skate DTS leader Terry and his crew were towed by the Coast Guard into Fremantle Harbour after an adventurous 2.5 weeks on the Indian Ocean. The crew had originally intended to sail from Perth to Indonesia to meet the DTS team, but zero driving winds meant they couldn't even get a third of the way there. Soon after they decided to turn back, tides literally turned, leaving Terry and the crew in the middle of a potentially disastrous storm.
The sail kind of shredded a bit, the motor got some water in it, and the motor wouldn't start, and we just kind of drifted at sea for about 20 miles actually. About 10 or so of those miles we had the Sea Rescue escorting us. Right towards the end they hooked up a line and towed us in to safety. Quite the experience. Got lots of kind of stories to tell from it all, but glad to be back here in Perth and excited for still what God's going to do through the team up in Indonesia. They're having a great time traveling still, and yeah, that's it for this year.
One of the 30 ministries that runs full-time here at YWAM Perth is the Media Ministry. It forms part of the backbone of the base and produces web, print and video materials such as a quarterly magazine and even this fortnightly news video. The Media Ministry is always in full swing and full of vision, so we met up with ministry leader Richard Blake, the shy butterfly, to find out the future of media and how this is going to affect life as we know it.
Thank you, Betty. That was a very nice introduction. Well, here in YWAM Perth, we're excited about the next 6 months. We're moving from this property into the Robinson Street property, which is our new building. God's given us a vision for a video matrix network, which will allow us to send audio and video from anywhere in the new building to anywhere in the new building. Imagine we're having worship in the auditorium and God shows up, and straight away we can link every classroom and every ministry office with that worship time so everyone can be involved. It's just going to be amazing. God gave it to us. We don't know how it's all going to fit together, but we've drawn up a plan and it's happening now.
So that's the news here at YWAM Perth. This weekend we're sending away our leaders for yet another mini leaders retreat. Next week we're coming together as a family for History Night, but most importantly, cookie grams are coming. We're looking forward to that, and whatever other edible things happen to happen, for the YWAM Perth News team, I'm Beth. See you next time.